Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer. And this isn't Supercross, it's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak. And Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday! Be there!
Woo! What up, guys? Dang, we're back for another episode, and today we're doing Spotty Bowl results for LAOC playoffs round 2. But before we jump into that, let's bring in the 4-time champ himself, Mr. Brian Likes to Fish. What up,
Brian?
How's it going, Brian?
Lights going good. What? You like that?
I do. I still need a keychain, Frank.
If you don't know who that is right there, that's Frank, the most famous man in fishing. What's up, Frank?
Check 1, 2. Guys, can you let me know if Brian's volume is as loud as mine, please? That would be great.
Yeah.
All right. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
There we go.
Okay,
Man,
cool.
we got a lot of people in here already.
All
Dang,
right.
These people are waiting to hear some results.
Do me a favor, guys. Smack that like
jokes.
button on the way in. Tap it. Caress it. Whatever. We're going to give the first like of the evening and a round of applause from the live studio audience to Mr. Jared Brecht for making the first comment of the evening.
Let's go, Jared.
And a gong.
Go, Jared, on a lot of multiple times this weekend.
And we're going to give the first like of the evening to Mr. One Cool Tuna. What up, Jeff? Good to see you in here.
Jeff?
And
Jeff,
a gong.
the work ceremony.
Jeff's been getting out there slaying, dude. Hope everything is good with you, Jeff. Also, shout out to HD Bates. What up, David? Good to see you in here. Got Brian in here, of course. Got Doug, Ruben, El Sueño in the house. Round of applause from the live studio audience for the peeps in the chat. We got Down Nisty. What up, Roy? Roy, I got some good news for you, dude. Well, good news for me, but it should be cool for us to share this experience. I'm getting a promotion on Friday. I'm getting promoted. They told me already. I'm getting a blue belt.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What? How many belts? What's it start with? What's belt 1?
It's white, blue, purple, brown, and black. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations in advance.
Yeah.
Good job.
I
man.
read
You
that
stick
80% of
with
people that
Spotty
start jiu-jitsu don't get a blue belt. Quit before the blue
Nice.
belt. It's pretty exciting.
So what,
Scary.
about a year you been at?
But more like 16, 18 months because the injuries, right? Wild. It's wild. Let's keep the shout-outs going, though. Captain Dan, greetings from Rochester, Minnesota. Millville Motocross on NBC this Saturday. Let's go.
Captain Dan, the Red Bud
Dude.
production was amazing. It was an amazing race. That crowd up there is amazing. You did a good job up there with Captain Dan. I watch it every week.
Captain Dan is the real most interesting man in the world. He is. This is amazing. Captain Dan, let me know when you're back in town. We gotta get lunch. It's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks since we have lunch, so we're overdue. Kevin Keller in the house. Good to see you in here. It's Spotty Bowl. Okay, let's go. Hey, it's legal, right?
At least make somebody be laughing at the jokes then, you know?
Exactly. It's
They
gonna
might
be
be
all giggly.
hilarious to one person.
Shout out to Mr. Eric Cobra Klein himself. What up, Eric? Good to see you in here. Got the Judge in the house. What up, Judge? Javi, what's up? Good to see you in here. Also, Larry. All right, boys. That's the shout outs. If I missed you. Oh, Brett Wilson. What up, Brett Wilson? Good to see you in here, too. If I missed you guys, because you didn't comment, okay? Come in here, slap that like, and let's get on with the show. First order of business after shout outs is Pop Top. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best Pop Top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst. Rate this Pop Top.
Let's just say it's super hot out here. My neck is not all weird. I'm not wearing a weird shirt. I have an ice pack around my neck right now just to survive this. It's like 93 degrees in here. All right, here we go. Coming out with a Bobley. Sweaty, too. Here we go.
Nice.
Okay.
What's up, Ben Wilson? Welcome to the stream. Captain, I give you a 10. Nice. After you put in the score for Brian's Pop Top, let me know what you're having as a refreshing beverage this evening. And then we can move on to my Pop Top. Shout out. What up, Salty Dangler in the house? What up, Salty? Good to see you in here. Got the judge. Had my house AC fixed today. Oh, it's nice being in cold air.
Yes.
Yeah, so good. Oh, another 10.
Ramona is like a different climate.
10. And another 10.
Oh, wow. Thank you, guys. Larry, thank you. What's up, Larry E?
Nice job, guys.
Larry is on cast tonight, by the way. With
a
good one.
Perfect. All right, once you have your scores in the chat, put what you're having as a refreshing beverage tonight, and I'm going to do my Pop Top on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the best Pop Top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst. Rate this Pop Top. Purple drink.
So I'm still not good. I'm still not used to that new logo.
I know. It's weird.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, everybody.
Okay, let's get on with some announcements so we can get to some results and get onto this fishing show here. So this weekend, the main topic of the show this weekend, the top guys up in Spotty Bowl fished, and we will know who's going to the championship rounds up there in LAOC, which the championship rounds, guess what, are this weekend. So you're going to find out who's going forward. Right when you find that out, connect to whoever you're fishing against, come up with a day and fish it. All right, so San Diego Bay, guess what? We are back fishing our championship round on the weekend of the 19th. You guys already all know who you're facing, so get together with who you're facing, pick out your day, and fish that day. You must agree upon it a day. If you can't agree, then the actual day is July 20th. So you have to agree upon a day, but get together. And if you're having problems getting a hold of somebody who you're fishing against, talk to the judge. He'll help you out. And right on July 20th, too, we have the big day coming up, which is the awards ceremony at Fastlane. Wow. Fastlane courteous enough to lend out their location. You want to give some talk about the awards ceremony a little bit?
It's going to be amazing. Lots of people. Bring your family and friends, guys. We're gonna be able to feed about 100 people on the house. We're using some of the proceeds from the event to feed you guys at no charge. Okay, it's one of the best tournaments around. This is our 4th year. I feel like we finally
wait, not won the best Spotty tournament.
Yeah, it's true. Come on. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's the best. I feel like we finally come into our own. Being able to partner with with pretty big companies within our industry, right? Fastlane and being at the Field Dog, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the beginning of the next phase for this tournament. It's gonna bring some more validity to it, and hopefully bigger sponsors in the future, and that translates to more value for your entry fee to you guys. Because, man, you have so many ways to win. Anyway, sorry. So food, camaraderie, stuff happening during the event. We're gonna give away awards. We're gonna give away the freaking championship belts. Come on. They're freaking awesome. And we're gonna do the the Hobie Fiesta drag race. I have room for 1 or 2 more teams. So if you have a group of friends, 4 people, give me a team name and the name of the 4 people that are going to be on the Hobie Fiesta for the relay race or for the drag race, and I'll add you to the thing. It's such a good way to win more stuff, basically.
Down in Este, Roy says he's looking for one more person to complete.
Oh,
I'm gonna go ahead and Roy. If I was gonna pick somebody, I'd pick Salty Dangler. He's super strong, dude. I would go with Salty Dangler.
I hit up Roy today to get to be the last person on his team. He's got 3 people. Just one more person on his team, and I think that'll complete the 5 teams. We're limited to 5 teams. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Show up, get to meet the people you fished against, and I don't know. It's just such a cool. It's crazy that this whole tournament runs online, it's good, but it's also awesome that we finally get to come together at the end of the season and just kind of like talk about the experience. You know, if it's your first time fishing, if it's your third time fishing it, it's cool. Like just to see everybody's perspectives on it. So it's a good opportunity. It's
Spotty Bowl for me too, Roman. Not to cut you off, Chris, but since you got on that topic, like Spotty Bowl, I would have never known all those guys up in LA. Now I know, I just on the water, I can see somebody. I know, hey, that's, I know that's Cash or that's, I know everybody up there now, which is super cool. I can see them from distance, and I would have never known that. And Spotty Bowl, I think, brought the Spotty community together pretty strong, man. Like years ago, let's just say like 7-8 years ago before COVID, there were some small tournaments, and there was the normal guys. Like I always recognize me and Chad were out there, and some guys, old school guys, were out there. But now it's like you go out in the bay, and if you're going out there, you see a Spotty bowler and you talk to them, and you hang out on your pre-fishes. It's pretty cool. I think it's brought the Spotty community together.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool. So anyway, it's gonna be a blast, guys. Show up and represent. It would be great if you just show up. Show up even if you didn't win. Show up because there's gonna be a raffle. There's gonna be food. There's gonna be a bunch of, like I said, like Brian's saying, camaraderie, right? You might get to meet some friends that you can come down here and fish with, or if you're gonna make the drive from LA, and I recommend that you do. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of shade, guys, but we'll have some easy ups. But make sure you bring a hat. Be ready to be in some sun. There's not much shade down there, and they have seating on the tables down there, like picnic style. You know what? Throw a chair in the back of your car just in case.
Just in case, but we're gonna have the folding chairs out in front of the area where we're presenting, but it won't be in the shade. And I saw something in here says what time do we start? So it officially starts at 1, and we're gonna try to be done by 4. That's our window. So we're gonna go try to set up around 11 or 12. If you want to help us set up and you want to come help, just cruise by a little bit earlier. Let us know that you're willing to help, and we can help set up easy ups, set up chairs, whatever. We'll take the labor if we can. We're gonna need someone to help sell raffle tickets. In the past, it's been Mark, but I don't know if he's coming. If he does show up, I'll probably just assign it to him if he wants to do it. If you want to help with any of that stuff, please let me know. We're doing raffle tickets, and we're actually gonna give away food tickets. They're not gonna cost you anything, but you do have to show that at least one person in your party is part of Spotty Bowl, and then we'll just give you as many tickets as you need for that group, maybe 2 or 3. And then till we run out, we have 100 food tickets, 100 food vouchers, and first come, first serve.
Yep. And raffle prizes, if you guys have something you want to donate to the raffle, just bring it. Sponsors, anybody, if you have something in your garage that you don't use anymore and you want to donate some stuff to the raffle, bring it for the raffle prizes, And sometimes we'll have, if you have stuff in your garage, we used to have this box, and it was like a give one, take one box. Where is that box? Who has that box now?
Oh, I think maybe Dave?
I'm going to find out where that box is. I'm going to try to remember. I think Cal might have it.
No, Cal doesn't have it. I think it might be Dave.
Dave, if you have that thing, bring it. Anyway, so if you have baits that have been sitting in your garage and you haven't used them for like a year and you don't think you're ever going to use them, we have this box where you put in your baits that you brought and you take whatever you want. It's a give and take. Because maybe what you don't use anymore, somebody else will. So, it's a give and take.
What up, JD? Good to see you in here.
What's up, JD?
JD in the house.
Okay, so that is going on. I think that's it for announcements. Next week will be the week before that. So we'll make all the final announcements about the awards. But it's going to be fun, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, July 27th, MMFC Armada. Sounds like we may have 2 boats. One for sure, 2 boats. Maybe. So MFC Armada going out. That's your event. You want to explain that one?
Yeah, it's a weekend after Spotty Bowl, a Saturday after Spotty Bowl results, Spotty Bowl awards. We're basically gonna head out from Dana Point out to the Catalina Islands. If we see any spotties, if we see any patties, or foam or tuna foamers, we're gonna stop and fish those along the way. But the goal is to get to the islands, Catalina Island, fish on the islands for calicos or yellowtail, whatever's around. Have some fun, and then leave a little earlier with daylight, and then be able to fish our way back if you run into anything on the way back as well. So it's a 1 day, and you basically split the gas with your boat captain if you get a spot. And if you have a boat and you want to join us, let me know that you're coming and how many people you can take, and then we'll assign spots accordingly.
I wish I was going, but Spotty, that's the weekend after Spotty Bowl, and I've been fishing so many events. I'm going to be on vacation that weekend, but sorry guys, but I usually involved in that. All right, and then last announcement is two more announcements. October 5th pickle run coming up. Tons of stuff coming up. Just put October 5th on your calendar if you're interested in pickle run. Okay. Next week's show, it's kind of a special show. We every year, I guess 2 years in a row now, we've done top baits of Spotty Bowl. So everybody in chat right now, or everybody that watches this show, everybody that was in Spotty Bowl, I should say, is going to get a vote on their top 3 baits that they used during Spotty Bowl. And I'll put this in Discord, but you're going to direct message me. I'm going to tally everything up. And then next week's show, we're going to go over the top baits of Spotty Bowl. I think the 2022 was the Ned rig. Last year was hookup baits. But depending on how many votes I get, sometimes we do top 10. I think one year we did top 15. So it depends on how many people vote. October 5th is Salty's birthday. All right.
Oh, nice. Happy birthday, Salty.
So direct message me those votes. I'm going to put an announcement out in Discord for you guys. But next week's show will be the top baits of Spotty Bowl. It's a cool show. We're going to show all the baits that were voted on and basically go over them and talk how we fish them if we do fish them. So check that out. Send me your votes. And I think that is it for announcements, unless you have anything else.
With the promotion I'm about to get on Friday, it's gonna mess with my schedule a lot, and we might have to change the time of the show.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that offline, but just be prepared, guys. We might have to shift the schedule a little bit, even if it's moved to a different day or to a different time slot.
Or just move it to the next week. So me and Roman will figure that out. We'll let you know in advance.
Cool. All right. That's it.
All right. So if you guys watch this show, me and Roman talk a lot about bay fishing because of Spotty Bowl. We've had a lot of result shows, but I try to squeeze in a little bit of fishing information for you guys that aren't in Spotty Bowl. Maybe just listen to the show to listen to some bay information. And we have a segment called Cut or Cast, and we're going to do that right now. Roman is going to set up a poll. If this, I guess, tip you would say is a cut, you don't think it's good, or, maybe I won't use that, or cast. That sounds like a great idea, or I do that all the time. So here we go. Cut or cast.
Cut or cast. Cut or cast.
And remember, no matter how good or bad the idea is, I'm here to sell it. So that's my job. I'm here to sell. I'm like one of those as seen on TV guys. All right. So as you guys know, I fish with Salty Dangler a lot, and we go fishing a lot, and he watches how I fish. I watch how he fish. And one of the things he sees me do that I don't see him do, but I think a lot of people should try this, is a rig called the double rig. I know Chad fishes this, Cash and Tom fish this all the time, and it's called a double rig. And if you don't know what that is, basically you're fishing 2 baits at once. And I'm going to show you how to set this up. It's called double rig, donkey rig, and you can use it with almost any cast and retrieve bait. And the way I set this thing up is I have 2 baits. Let me pull these apart here. In this situation, I have 2 cool baits. Ooh, let me unwind this. And basically, I have one that's set up on like a 24-inch leader or an 18, and the other set up on like an 18-inch leader. Got it all wound up already.
You need a pool noodle on that.
Yeah. Okay, so can you see that whole thing, Roman?
Yeah, so the offset's pretty big.
Yeah, I'd like the offset pretty big, but basically what this is when spotty fishing or rock fishing or whatever you're fishing is hot, a lot of the times with a double rig, you'll actually get 2 fish. And in Spotty Bowl, it could be 2 legals. It could be a big and a small, whatever. But you can ask anybody that fishes the double rig. When fishing is hot, one of the reasons you can do this is you can get 2 fish at once, and that could be an advantage, right? Another advantage is that you have, if you're fishing a deeper water like San Diego Bay, and you want to get down to those deeper sections, sometimes you have to have a little bit more weight on there to keep it down on the bottom where those fish are at. So it's another way where you can add double weight basically,
but
and get those loopers all the way down to the bottom. And sometimes what I'll do too, like on my double rigs, I'll have a heavier one on the longer one, and that sits down on the bottom, let's say like a 1 ounce. And then I'll just have like a little teaser 1/2 ounce on top. So that 1 ounce will keep it at 50 feet deep. And then that little 1/2 ounce will be down there also, maybe, 2 feet up above the water line. So you have like a main bait down on the bottom, and you also have a teaser bait, which sometimes they actually go for the bait that's not on the bottom. They'll come up and hit it. And the way you set this up, that cat's going nuts back there. What you need.
Frank is on it. What up, Frank?
You need one of these. What's up, Frank? You need one of these, which is just a little bead. I don't know what you call these. I guess a bead with a hole through it, and it's like a knocker
Holy
bead.
bead?
And,
Holy bead?
there's actually 2 ways to set this up. What it's called a plastic bead. Plastic bead, and you also need. Can you see that?
Yes. That's a two-way.
Just a straight swivel.
Huh.
This is just a straight swivel. So I'm going to show you how to do that. You need 2 of those. And if you can see that, this is my braided line, right?
Oh, yep.
And this single swivel goes right through that braided line.
Yep.
And then when you cast it, it comes down and it rests on top of that bead.
Yep.
And then you have another swivel that prevents that bead from going any further. And this is a way you can do this. I like this way only because you could also do it with a 3-way swivel.
Yep.
But I'll show you where I use a 3-way swivel. So this is the way I do it with a cast and retrieve bait. And I like this because this can slide around. It falls really nice. And that is my double rig setup. Remember, braid to the swivel and then 2 leaders offsetting each other. If it's 24 inches, 18 inches, whatever you prefer. That's one way to do it.
All right.
Now, I know that
That's so cool.
another way to do this.
I like that one.
Let me grab my other rod. Another way to do this is the way that Chad does it, which Chad has a 3-way swivel, and he recommends an owner swivel, which I still do. This is not an owner swivel. This is actually, if you don't know what a 3-way swivel is.
Kevin Keller wants to know what the leader pounds are.
Okay, for spotty fishing, I generally lose 6 to 12 pound. If it's wintertime, and I'm grass fishing, 6 pound. If I'm fishing some of the docks, I may go up to 12. But if I was going to pick one weight, it would be like an 6 pound. The double rig, maybe 2 12s. I like to fish light though. A lot of people 20 pound, they get crazy. Like you fish 20 pound, right?
No, yeah.
No mess around.
Yep.
I like the lighter. Anyway, so this is a 3-way swivel. I don't have the owner ones. That's what I recommend because the owner ones are really smooth. They spin. They don't get tangled up. But this just gives you an example of how you hook it up. So the braid goes right to one of the eyes, and you got these 2 other. And here's a double setup of hookup baits. And this you can actually just fish vertically too. So if you're out in the open bay, up and down. Sorry, I'm running out of room here.
That's all good. Do you offset those as well?
Same. Yeah, the same type of setup where you're having one a little bit offset from the other.
Yep.
And basically, you just fish this vertically. The way I would fish this is I just fish it vertically. Find a structure, toss it out there. Maybe not so much on the pylons, but if you're like, I see like Tom and Cash all the time flipping these through grass or flipping through whatever. But the cool thing about this is a lot of time with spotties, you get 2 fish at once. And you would think they get all tangled up, but if you have the good 3-way swivel, when you pull it up, generally they're not all tangled up. So I'm recommending for cut or cast, try the double rig, especially if you can't get down to the bottom. The double rig is awesome. So if you've never heard of that, give it a shot. It's called the donkey rig, double rig, whatever you call it.
Cast.
Cut or cast, double rig.
Or cast.
All right, it's up. The poll is up. Dude, I'm sold.
Dude, when I go
can you imagine,
calico
Brian,
fish,
can you imagine? Picture this, okay? Okay, picture this. You have the leader coming down to the 3-way swivel, right? And then like a 6 pound leader, another 6 pound leader, and tied on there, 2 Ned rigs. A double Ned rig setup, guys.
That is the dark side, right? That would be nuts. Hey, let's see you try that. You never know.
Next year, if you don't want to win Spotty Bowl, just do that.
But when I go like at Salty, when I go out like deep water fishing, I'll do a 1 ounce and then like a 3/4 ounce. And it generally a lot of the time, especially with calico fishing, if you're fishing that deep structure down on the bottom, it's always like 2 fish for some reason. And every time we hooked up, we're like, oh, I hope this is one big. And it's not disappointing to catch 2, but it's such a tug. You think you got a giant on there, and then you just have 2 fish on there. But double rig, cut or cast. So I got to vote.
All right, here we go. And end the poll with 180 votes.
Double rig,
At 180 votes, the people have decided. 77% of the vote says cast.
If you have to try it, give it a shot. You know what I mean? It's kind of fun to set up, especially the cast and retrieve style, to set up your weights and just see how it does. And you cast it a mile too.
Chad said absolutely deadly. Should see the lean cod I caught today on the double rig. Oh, nice.
I think
Lane
when like
caught
with his
tacos.
bait, particularly when it's a double rig, if you watch them, they go like this. They're like dancing as they go down. And same with the Castro tree. We got just one up on top swimming and one on the bottom swimming. And I don't know, halibut. I use them for if I was gonna like take.
Oh yeah.
If I was gonna go target halibut specifically, which is sometimes kind of hard to target because you have to go through a lot of fish. It seems like to get them. But I would either fish the double rig or the A rig, some type of double rig, because it seems like halibut. I don't know if they're looking for a school, but they go for that double rig.
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget, guys, to message me, Brian Likes to Fish, on Discord. Your vote for top baits of Spotty Bowl this week. I'm gonna mention that a few times. I want a huge participation. The more you participate, the more accurate it'll be. It'll be fun. All right. Are you ready? Let me see what I got next here. Oh, we're going straight to results here, Roman. You ready for some results?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys. So we had the Weekend Warriors and the Masters Division fish this week up in LA. And let me just say, I showed up. I think I fished. What was it? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. And it was odd because when I got there, it's been like a 90 degrees out, right? When I got up there, it was cloudy and windy with a tiny bit of sprinkling. And when I saw that type of weather, the cloudy weather, nice kind of murky water, I said, oh man, this is going to be some good fishing in Newport. And guess what, guys? It was really good fishing up in the Newport for this. So we had a phenomenal weekend. If you guys haven't been out spotty fishing the last 2 weeks, get out there. It is insane right now. This is the time, man. This is our time. Spotty fishing's great right now. Get out there.
Nice.
All right. So the people that I'm about to announce are the people that fished basically the top 4 guys from each of these divisions, and the winners will be going on to a championship round. So if you won this, you're only one win away from winning that championship belt, which is, I think, is a pretty big accomplishment. That's a hard thing to do. All right. We're going to start off with Weekend Warriors. We have the number 2 seed, Sammy Prim, who's out on the water right now, fishing the breakwall with his buddies, hopefully listening in right now. What's up, Sammy? Versus the number 6 seed, Jose Sandoval. What's up, Jose? Got to talk to him quite a few times on the water. And moving on to the championship round that's going to take place in Alamitos this weekend with 74.25 inches. Jose Sandoval. Let's go, Jose, number 6 seed.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm sorry, man. I hope I didn't ruin your fishing night, but 67.75. That's a good score, Sammy. But congratulations, Jose. You are moving on to the championship round. Let's go. Nice, Jose. Me and Jose were fishing right next to each other, man. He was tearing it up. Let's just say that. 74.25. That's a huge,
really good.
Huge bag. All right. Yeah, nice job, Jose. Okay, Weekend Warriors, we had the number 1 seed, Larry, versus the number 4 seed, Lim. This is a battle. This is close. This is within an inch and a half of each other. Let's just say that. Oh. It's a close battle here. So the number 1 seed, Larry, versus the number 4 seed, Lim Cruz. And Roman, drum roll, please. Moving on with a huge bag with 76.75, your number 1 seed, Larry E. Congratulations, Larry.
Let's go, Larry.
On for the championship round. Cruz went with a 74.25, came out swinging. That's also a huge bag. I said last week, both these guys had a huge bag. Whoever can get those giant kicker fish, that's what wins this thing, man. If you could get those 16 and a halves or 16, because all these guys are pretty much going to get 15s, but you have to get those big kicker fish. Awesome. Cranks only. What?
GG's, Larry. Let's go. That's awesome. So good.
So I guess we just got Larry's vote for favorite spotty bowler crankbait.
Yeah, right.
I saw a lot of people, not just spotty bowlers, but I see a lot of people in Newport. That's like crankbait city up there. I don't know what's going on with the crankbaits up there, but man, it works. It works. Okay, let's move on to the Masters Division. Here we go. Masters Division, let's just say these top 4 guys came out swinging hard, man. This is an amazing, even if you get eliminated from this round, these are the most amazing scores in spotty bowl history. Let me just tell you that. This is insane, guys. Get ready. I can't believe it. So, all right, we had your number 2 seed, Cash Bretch, versus your number 6 seed, Chad, hookup baits. Cash, one of our younger up-and-comers in Spotty Bowl. We've seen him go last year, almost win the championship, got second place, moved up to Masters. He's been dominating Masters with your number 2 seed. Chad's fishing all. He's won it all. Chad throwing out a huge bag. Cash throwing out a huge bag. But I don't know if I call this an upset, but moving on. My heart's beating. I don't know why. This is like nerve-wracking. Chad, I'm milking it here. Oh, by the way, me and Chad will be facing each other in San Diego for the championship. And, this is pitted as South guys, me and Chad going up north trying to take the championship. So North versus South. And who's going to prevail, the locals or the guys coming down from South to try to take your championships? Coming in with 80.25, breaking the brown barrier. Cash, Brett, you did it, man.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
The second person ever to break the brown barrier. Dude. That is insane. So Chad throwing out a 79. Chad,
oh my god, that's crazy.
Is this insane? 79. It's kind of a win-win for Chad because Cash is a hookup baits ambassador.
Still,
Cash, my gosh, I'm so proud of you.
Oh my god. What up, Cal? Good to see you in here. What's up, Cape Dog in the house, dude? An 80. So only the second time.
I can't tell you.
Go ahead.
I can't tell you what an accomplishment that is to break the brown barrier. So we've been fishing Spotty Bowl for 4 years. It's only been done one time.
LC said, "Dang, Cash, you hit the brown note."
You get to enjoy an elite club of breaking the brown barrier. Congratulations, Chad. Or not Chad. I'm sorry, Cash. Congratulations, Cash. He says all in hubs too. Congratulations, Cash. That is an awesome accomplishment. 80.25. Wow, what did I say? And if you don't know what that means in our Spotty world, that's catching the equivalent of 5 16-inch fish. Like when we first started Spotty Bowl, we're like, who's gonna hit 70? And it finally happened. Which nowadays, the guys from Shore and Weekend Warriors are hitting 70. So I guess the new 70 is 80. So wow.
Jeez, that's a big move, dude.
So Cash holding down his north position up there. Okay. Then we had 2 guys left. The number 1 seed in LA, Brett Wilson, versus the number 1 seed from San Diego, me, Brian Likes a Fish, number 4 seed in LA though. And I've never fished against Brett before. And I knew this was going to be huge. I knew these were going to be big numbers, and they were. So, first of all, Brett, that was awesome. Brett fishes from a float tube, too.
Oh, nice. That's right.
And Newport, I'm trying to milk this out here.
Go do it. No, go for it. It's good. It's good.
If Cash hit the 80-inch, Newport was something special that day. The big fish were out. The weather was perfect, cloudy, a little wind, just a little bit of drizzle, just like one of those perfect situation mornings, which is great for this situation because we want to see the best bags come out, right? Yep. We want to see what these top 4 master guys are capable of doing. Let's just say this, Brett. North versus South. I came up trying to take the North title, right? I'm trying to take the North title. And Brett, get this. Me and Brett both broke the Mike Brown barrier.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it was one of those days, and
holy smokes,
whoever wins between me and Brett, I'm super proud of that accomplishment. I'm sure he's super proud of it. I'm sure Cash is super proud of it. So now we've got 4 people that have broke the Mike Brown 80-inch barrier.
Dang.
I know. Let's go, Larry. That's right. And one of us caught a fish in the last 15 minutes that was a big one that put them up and above, I'm going to say. So it came down to like fishing hard all day and fishing up to that last 10 minutes. So guys, just remember, don't stop fishing. Keep fishing throughout your tournament because you never know in that last 15 minutes when you're going to get a big one.
Don't stop believing.
Don't stop believing. So Brett, that was a fun day. And moving on to the championship round versus Cash with 81.25. It's going to be North versus North. The number 1 seed, Brett Wilson. Congratulations, Brett. Wow, 81.25.
What was Mike Brown's 80?
I can't remember. I think it was 81.5, maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah, okay.
He had a huge bag.
Wow, that's so amazing.
That's right, James. Let's go, Brett. Congratulations, Brett. Obviously puts time on the water. He deserves that. Him and Cash both are out there pre-fishing. My score was an 80.25. You come in with an 80.25, and you're like, hey, that's pretty good. You think, okay, I'm gonna do pretty good. 80.25. Maybe I got a chance of winning this. But all four of us came out swinging heavy, and this is what the Masters division's supposed to be. 79, 80.25, 80.25, 81.25, and it's crazy. And guys, hang out, because in Spotty Bowl Biggins, I'm going to show these entire bags, everybody's bag, on how they got to that number, so you can see these fish. And let's just say there's a bunch of 17s in there too, which is nuts.
Everybody's saying that Mike's was even 81.
Brett's?
No, Mike's. Mike Brown's.
Oh, Mike's was okay. So Brett
81.
Wilson coming up with the biggest Spotty Bowl bag of all time.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting to see Brett versus Cash and Alamitos. Alamitos has big fisher, but is it going to be another double 80s round over there?
Yeah.
San Diego 80s rounds
wild.
haven't been broke yet. We've been close. Charlie this year got a 79.75, just that close to 80, but nobody's broke 80 in San Diego this year.
Yeah, Salty's right. Salty says crazy losing with a 80 and a quarter bag. That's wild, dude.
You know what, Salty? On my bump board, let me show you something. Let's see if I can get to it. On my bump board, I don't show it, but on the back of it, as a judge, I wrote a year ago, once Mike Brown hit that 80, as a goal to break 80 inches. I have that written on the back of my bump board. Goals. I have two goals written down on it. One is the world record, 23 inch, which sounds impossible, and the other was 80 inches. So even though I didn't go into the championship round, I'm super stoked to get that 80 inch, because if this is my last year of Spotty Bowl, who knows what happens. This may be my last year of Spotty Bowl. Knowing that I got that accomplishment, I'm super happy with that.
You know what I think is amazing? I think it's amazing that like you guys are getting such big numbers where it's like undisputed. You can't be like, oh, that guy won with a 60, that guy won with like a 70. No. They won with like an 80. It's like shit. You can't even like get mad about it. It's like it's a big bag.
To me, that's the legendary day of the Masters division, and when 3 out of the 4 guys break 80 inches, and the guy that didn't break it, 79. I mean, 79 is unheard of. Let's just say that. 80 is like I don't know. I don't know what to say.
That was like the perfect timing for the season, Judge. Really nice.
Yeah, Brett said. I know when Brett said that. Yeah, he says when it's good for you, you got to believe that everybody else is doing good too. Yeah, something like that. He said. But yeah, it's true. Whenever you're at like 76 and you think, maybe I'll take a break. I'm at 76. Don't, because if you're doing good, that means everybody's doing good generally. So yeah, never let off the gas. And Brett caught a killer fish at the end, which put him into that, which is awesome, Brett.
Eric wanted
congratulations, Brett.
Very nice. Eric wanted me to remind you guys that the short division, the results will be given out during the July 20th event, so you have to wait until then to see who won.
The short division. I'm sorry, guys, that fished the short division. The short division's already fished up there in LA because they had a smaller bracket than the other divisions. But we will be announcing the champions live at the awards ceremony with all the other champions. So short division will not be given tonight. You'll be getting that on July 20th. You guys got to wait another 2 weeks. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Okay. So amazing weekend, amazing weather. If you guys are not fishing spotties right now is the time, man. It is some good spotty fishing. Newport, one of my new favorite baits. That bait is awesome. Newport reminds me a little bit of Mission, where you have some grass fishing and some structure fishing, versus Alamitos, which seems like it's just all structure. All right. Are we ready? I'm going to go ahead and go into my screen share moment, and I'm going to show you the new brackets, the final brackets.
Perfect. All right. Let me know when your screen share is ready, and I'll just flip over there.
It's ready.
Oh, cool. Let me put some music. Playoffs, LAOC.
Oh. Okay, guys, so this is what we're all playing for. You guys that all went forward into the championship round, one of you two will be taking home a Spotty Bowl championship belt, and they are awesome, and this is something you'll have forever. They're crafted like high quality, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Built to last. They look incredible. These are probably the nicest ones that Todd's ever done. They're actually all painted in color and they're fancy, right? So that's what you're playing for. That is Todd right there in the corner. Everybody give a shout out to Todd for putting in the hundreds of hours of whatever, making these belts. Each one of those pieces are handmade. You don't just order one of these things on Amazon. He makes those things. Check out toddburtonart.com. He sells other things besides belts. I don't think he sells a belt. You got to earn a belt, but he sells all kinds of stuff. Mirrors, artwork, fish, replicas. Check it out. toddburtonart.com. Anglers of the Year, those will be awards will be handed out. The San Diego Anglers of the Year have already been decided. LA's Angler of the Year already been decided. All right, Newport, here we go. Shore division. These guys have already fished. We're going to find out who's the champion between Phil Hernandez and Kevin Keller.
Yeah.
Kevin Keller, I know you were in chat. I'm sorry. I should have announced at the beginning of the show that the shore division will not. One of you guys is going to get a belt, either Phil or Kevin. They've both fished. Let's find out. We'll find out July 20th who gets the championship belt in the shore division.
Yeah,
Weekend Warriors.
even
It's
if you
going to be Larry E versus Jose Sandoval. The number 1 and number 6 seed making his way through. So number 6 seed Jose Sandoval versus the number 1 seed Larry. What's up, guys? So you guys need to get together and decide what day you're going to fish, and fish that day. Masters division. Here we go. The number 1 versus the number 2. That's usually how it ends up. Number 1 versus number 2. Brett Wilson coming with the 81.25. That's insane. And Cash coming in with the 80.5. Wow. And you know what? They deserve it. They fish those waters all the time. They practice fish. Brett's probably been fishing that bay his entire life. As far as I know, he's been fishing like 20 years up there. Cash, up and comer, putting in tons of time, not on just spotties, but he's out there fishing tunas. He's out there fishing largemouth. He's just learning the craft. He's a good all-around fisherman. So that's going to be a fun one to see what goes down at the awards ceremony. Cash or Brett. Cash got second place last year in the Weekend Warriors division up there in LA, and it's got another shot at getting a belt this year. That's going to be a battle right there. Playoffs in San Diego, shore division. Me, Brian Likes to Fish versus Aaron. We're coming up. We've already came up with our day. We'll be fishing that. Lars Erickson versus Derek. So you two need to get together, figure out what day you're going to fish. Pro division, we got Dale Shaw. What's up, Dale? The Cinderella story kid. Let's see if we can get that belt. The number 8 seed. This is what Alex Norton did last year. Went from the number 8 seed and ended up taking home the belt. So Dale Shaw versus Kevin. 8 versus 3. Hope you guys have came up with a day. Fish that day. Let the judge know. Masters division. Brian Likes to Fish versus Chad at Hookup Baits. Man, Chad, we got eliminated up north, but hey, we're down here down south. So me and Chad have done this dance. Let's do it again. Me and Chad will come up with a day. And that is it for playoffs for me. I'm going to exit my screen share.
Crazy. That's wild. HD Baits in the house. Phil, what up, Phil? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, dude, this is a community thing. We love having you on board as a sponsor, and yeah, thanks for participating yourself too. Thanks for choosing to support this tournament, and I hope we see you at the results event, July 20th. Okay. So that'd be fun.
HD Baits, the bait that lasts. Yeah, he's got his guy Kevin fishing for the championship representing HD Baits. That's good. That's cool, man. That's
perfect.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. To make a bait and put it out there and it actually winning tournaments, that's amazing. Good job, David. Okay, with that, Roman, I'm going to go back in my screen share. Give me 1 second here, and we're going to go straight to PB shoutouts with a cut or cast.
PB shoutouts?
Yeah.
What? All right. Well, Brian sets up the PB shoutout. Make sure you tap that like button. If you're watching on a tablet or a phone, you might be wondering to yourself, where is this like button? I don't see any like button in here. It's because you're in the chat. You need to exit chat, hit the like button, and then get right back into the chat. All right? Go ahead and do that. I'll give you a couple minutes.
And remember, guys, at the award ceremony, all the first place plaques are going to be given out. Anglers of the Year, side pot winnings.
All the monies.
All that's given out there. Yeah, all that's given out there. So it's going to be a fun day. Looking forward to it. You know what else?
You can immediately blow it all at Fastlane. Who's getting a new kayak?
I'm strong with like that.
It's so like tempting.
I'm kind of an emotional guy. You guys have, the first time I won Spotty Bowl, I get kind of like it was emotional to me. But the other day, I got emotional when I caught my wife looking at her marriage certificate. And then I found out she was just looking for an expiration date.
Nice.
Thank you. I know, it's crazy. I couldn't believe this the other day too. My wife, speaking of my wife, she told me, I couldn't believe this. She says, "I love you." And I said, "Is that you talking or the wine?" And she says, "It's me talking to the wine."
That's good.
My wife, it's been crazy. My wife, what does my wife and a grenade have in common?
Danger.
They both leave you hurt when you pull off that ring. That's not a good one. I know, it's really.
What up, Ken? I see you.
I probably shouldn't talk about my wife like that, but she's not in here, is she? Okay, good. My wife, my wife had the nerve the other day to call me lazy. Really, that's kind of unfair. It took me an hour to take down the Christmas tree this morning. It's July, Roman. It's July.
I get it.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Just making sure
All right, ready?
I know it's been crazy. I can't. You're gonna cut me off.
One more. No, go.
That's fine. Let's go.
I thought you were doing the screen.
No, I'm good.
I don't see your screen share yet.
Nah, I'm all good. You ruined my groove. I'm all good. But I do like to have fun. You know what I mean? My wife says, let's go out and have fun tonight. I said, okay, but if you get back before me, leave the lights on.
That's so good. What happened? Did you snag a cat?
I almost just caught a cat with.
Oh my
god! Caught a cat with a hookup bait. Let me get this thing out of the way.
All of a sudden, you hear the reel peeling off.
The double rig catches cats.
Oh my gosh!
I was wondering what that noise was. They're going for the bait.
That's
all right, let's go.
All right, your screen share's ready?
Yeah, it's ready.
All right, here we go.
Hold on, let me check. Hold on a second.
We've seen you out on the water. They say you fishing harder. I guess we'll find out this week on our PB Shout Out.
Let's go. If you don't know who that is Cal up front, double fisting. What's up, Cal? I haven't seen you for a while. Hopefully Cal will be at the award ceremony signing autographs. If you see Cal, go over there and say, that's the guy that double fists. That's Cal. What's up, Cal? If you want to be on PB shoutouts, send me a picture and a description or a story of anything. It can be your kayak. It could be a fish you caught. It could be a tip. Whatever you want to send me a picture and we'll get you on PB shoutouts. All right, first up, here we go. Bam, we got to cut our cast, Roman. You ready?
Oh, shoot.
I love this cut or cast. It's a good one.
Cut or cast. Cut or cast.
There we go.
That's right. Cut
Incoming.
or cast. So if you don't know what cut or cast is, sometimes I do them live, but sometimes people will send me in a cut or cast, and I get to show you it. Hold on a second. I'm like extending this on here because I got to see some. My notes aren't in front of me here.
Cut.
Hold
or
on.
Cast.
Sorry, sorry,
okay,
guys.
Okay, take your time.
All right, I'm gonna go for it. I think this was. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. I got to see who sent me this. Gotta make sure I get the name right. It is Larry E who sent me this, of course. Larry E, who's in chat right now. I thought it was you, Larry. Just want to make sure. Larry E sent me a cut or cast. So Roman's going to put cut or cast. You guys are going to vote on this if this is cut or cast. And this is something that I've noticed throughout Spotty Bowl. Guess what? The fishing industry has heard. And now the fishing industry is now making fishing crocs. Here's extra tough. Larry sent me this. I think these are the ones he uses right here, and I'm gonna try to sell these. So if you guys have been watching Spotty Bowl and Spotty Bowl Biggins, we get to see people measuring their fish, and I noticed a lot of people that are in kayaks use some type of croc. Maybe not the croc brand, but I think the fishing industry has been like, I think a lot of fishermen are starting to use these. Over in Florida where the water's warm, or when you're in a kayak, or you're going in and out of the water, or you're unloading your boat. These things float. They drain out. They have scuppers on the side. That's what I'm gonna call those, right? Scuppers on the side. So if you get water in there, they drain out. Super comfortable.
What's that movie? Idiocracy?
I told you that last. Yeah, that's super comfortable, by the way. Water, they dry off instantly. So when you get into your truck or whatever, you don't have a big old soggy, set of Vans or Converse or whatever else. So you got that going for you. not quite socially acceptable yet.
Oh,
to
they
wear
are
these
socially,
out like the
they are 100% socially acceptable if you get the chartreuse ones.
If you're not with your wife, but if you show up to a fancy dinner with your wife in fishing Crocs, you might have a problem when you get home. Maybe, I don't know.
You'll be forgiven if it's the bright ones.
The fluorescent Crocs.
The fluorescent
Red Lobster
chartreuse.
night, baby. I'm wearing the yellow Crocs. Anyway, so the fishing industry has listened to us. Extra Chuff makes them. I think these are the ones that Larry uses. Here's the exact ones that I use. Is it Huck or Hook? Huck or Hook? You say Hook, I say Hook.
I say Huck.
Captain Dan told me Hook. I say Huck too.
Like fishing hook?
Huck has also made a fishing Croc. And the thing I like about these fishing Crocs, which I have, is see this little piece of thing right here?
Yep.
That's like a little piece of elastic. So when you slide them on, real easy, because Crocs sometimes can be real difficult to put on. So they've made it even easier to get it on there.
The little elastic reminds me of like the I used to call them like the Chinese suit, like the kung fu shoes from the swap meet. They had the little elastic
From the swap
like
meet?
Yeah.
Oh,
ninja shoes.
Yeah. These are exact. And the cool thing about this is these ones match the Hobie new blue color too. The new kayak. So you know what? Your shoes are matching. You know that.
That's
and
right.
also, I didn't know this, but I saw. Oh my gosh, I can't remember who did it. I'm gonna know in a second. But somebody fishes with one that looks like a running Croc, and I found out that a company named Kane makes these. So if you got to get out and go for a run in your Crocs, or you want to fish, bam, there you go. It's got like a full-on sole on the bottom of that. So Kane makes them. And then there's, of course, the standard Croc. You got your two-wheel drive, and you got your four-wheel drive mode. It's put in four-wheel drive mode right there. So if you're going off-road and you got to flip that thing.
Oh, yeah, Captain,
right there. But that's the original Croc.
Said it's pronounced Hook.
That's what I thought he said. Yeah, but for me, this is a cast. Once you've like kayaked in your Crocs in San Diego in warm weather, man, it is so comfortable. You can slip them on and off. They're somewhat protection. You got a closed toe.
All right, here we go. At 160 votes. At 160 votes, it's 50-50.
One more slide on this. And here's some of the spotty bowlers. And look at these names of people that are actually, maybe they're good luck. I got my Crocs on right there. We got Larry E's got his. We got Luke's got his. Those are the running ones. And then we got Nara Prum down here also fishing.
Those are nice.
So what do you guys
what brand
think?
are those? The yellow ones?
The fishing industry's listen. They're starting to make them. So
what are those yellow ones called?
Crocs.
What brand are those yellow ones? On the top right.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Those are nice.
I have no idea. I scrolled through pictures fine, and a lot of other people. So what do you guys think?
180 votes. It's dead heat.
Cut or cast. Cut or cast.
All right. Vote, boys. Vote. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy.
Here come the votes. Come on, hit 200. All right. What is it, Roman?
it's 50-50 so far.
Somebody's got to cast the deciding vote.
Yeah,
here.
cast the deciding vote or cut the deciding vote. Here we go.
Yeah.
I'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, I see a vote. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Well, the results are. Oh no! Oh man, I didn't do my job. I feel like I did not do my job of selling.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
All right, so it is 52% cut, 47 cast. All right, well the guys that know, so it's not for everybody. I mean, we're not going out there. It's not like prom night or something. All right, next up. Look at this guy right here. If you don't know who that is Jake Hayes. What's up, Jake? Thanks for sending in a PB shout out. He says he just caught his PB calico just shy of 20 inches. Dang.
Wow.
Not in a super exciting story. Caught it in La Jolla around 5:30 a.m. on a Submission Fishing Co. 40 gram. Fishing the jig
a.m.
5:30 a.m.
Wow.
Sun comes up at like 5:15 now.
It looks so bright. Yeah. I was gonna say it looks so bright.
Yeah, it comes up early now, Roman. Fishing the jig from the kayak. It was a very light setup, so it was ripping drag and pretty fun fight. Ended up catching a few this size, hopping from kelp patty to patty, past the point of La Jolla. Caught 5 good-sized calico, a couple perch, and a barracuda. and a guy I met out there hooked up with a nice big yellowtail. What? Right on, Jake. Let's see.
Hey,
He
let's
sent me in a
go.
video here too, Roman. So
Oh, okay.
let's go ahead and play this video. I think this is a video of him catching that calico. Play. There we go.
What the?
Oh.
Whatever I just caught is way too big for this rod. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And that is awesome, Jake. Whenever you catch a big fish like that on a bass setup, man, no matter what, it's a good 20-inch calico. Congratulations on that, Jake. That's a cool catch right there. So, guys, if you're not out of La Jolla, it looks like it's doing pretty good out there. Let me get past this. Okay.
That's so good.
Oh, did he send me two? Oh, he sent me 2 videos. Okay, here's another one.
Oh god.
I think Jake's a little afraid of the dolphins out there, but yeah, dolphins are they're jumping around out there. Well, I'll take a dolphin over sea lion.
Carl said he felt the stoke on that last video. Yeah, that was good.
So, all right. Oh, here we go. Look at this guy. So a round of applause. Let me get this going. Look at the
Oops.
size of this spotty, guys. Holy mackerel. This is a fish that does not come around very often. I think in the entire time of PB shoutouts, we've only had a handful of fish over 18. And this one's actually over 19 inches. If you don't know who submitted this, that is Jose Sandoval, who's going on to the championship round. Jose Sandoval said, the fight, well, hit my swim bait on the drop, and it felt like I was stuck.
Oh, wow.
He says, I moved right above where it was snagged me, and it came out swimming, peeling drag. I just wanted to get it in a boat. I was using 30-pound braid, 25-pound gold label Seagar. That's probably why he kept the thing, 25-pound.
Dark side.
It broke my rod tip on my medium-heavy Bass Pro spinning setup, and I caught it out of Newport. Wow. So that sounds like an exciting fight right there. But guys, look at your TV screen. Don't adjust it. That is a 19.5 inch. He did not catch this during his tournament round, but he caught it the day after in Newport, showing you guys that the big ones are coming. Dude, that surpasses my PB by far. My
so
PB is
nice.
18 3/4. So, I mean, that to catch a 19.5 inch fish is so, you spotty anglers know that's such a rarity. I bet you there's maybe 10 guys out there that I may have known that have caught a 19 inch fish. So that is amazing accomplishment. That is his also PB. So congratulations, Jose. If you guys wondered how much it weighed, 3.72. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yes. Pushing the 4-pound area, you know? He said it was bouncing between 3.9 and 3.72, but he just took the lower one, which was 3.72. So 3.72. Wow, that is a huge fish right there. That if he would have caught that in Spotty Bowl during his session, that would have been the biggest fish ever caught in Spotty Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've never. I think the biggest one right now might be Salty
18 or
Dangler at
something?
18, or maybe somebody got an 18.25, but nobody's got a 19 during their round. And he also sent me, guess what? A video of him catching this fish. So here we go.
What?
Bro.
Look at the mouth.
That's a largemouth.
I know.
That's awesome.
I think it's it is huge. Look at the mouth. It's crazy.
This guy's a little grouper.
I bet you that fish is 15 years old. 12 to 15 years old.
Yeah.
Look at it, slap that gut on that
It's
bumper.
so
That is
big.
awesome, Jose. That is so cool. And if you want to see what he caught it on, Jose sent me all the information. He caught it on this jig head. Looks like almost like a neck breaker style swim head with just a Amazon swim bait. So he caught it on a cast and retrieve bait. All right, congratulations, Jose.
Crazy.
That's a huge fish. Good accomplishment there. Next up, boom, this guy who's out there fishing right now. If you're
Let's
fishing
go.
right now, type in chat that you're listening in, Chet. What's up, Chet? If you don't know who that is, it's Chet Pratt. He says, hey, Brian, Chet here. I had to share with you, I've been fishing the wall. You know what the wall is?
Yep.
Okay. He's been fishing the wall a lot lately with his buddy Sambo's boat. Man, that's the best friend to have, right? The guy with the boat. We usually do Tuesdays or Wednesday nights. The LAOC guys know about the wall. They hold some nice fish. Anyways, that Tuesday night, there was an early spotty bite in Huntington that we could not resist. So look at that spotty he's holding up right there. You ready? Look at this spotty he's holding up right there. You ready? I mean, these guys are catching huge spotties out there right now. You guys aren't fishing for spotties right now. You better get out there. And a buddy caught, guess what size? Bam, another 19-inch spotty coming in on PB shoutouts this week. Jeez, Louise, you guys up there up north, man, you're shredding it. My buddy caught a 19-incher that weighed 3.25 pounds, and later that night got 3+ calico. Other than that, the night was slow. We headed back around 10:30, decided to pluck a few more spotties, and noticed a fish jumping by the PCH bridge. First cast, spotty, boom. Second cast, unicorn striped bass. Here we go. Calico he got.
Nice.
Bam, look at this. Pulling out a giant striped bass. Unicorn.
Wow.
It seems like we've had that submitted by like Ken caught one of those, right? Didn't we get a whole video of Ken catching a stripe?
Yeah.
The unicorn striped bass, 7 pounds. He caught that on a 5/8 ounce hub. I guess he caught it by the PCS bridge using my Phoenix M1 Shimano Tranx 200, 30-pound braid, 40-pound leader. Dang. Set the hook and immediately said, that ain't no spotty. Hey, you never know. Nobody's caught the world record yet in this club. So maybe when we catch that world record, we'll be like, hey, that's a big. Thought I had lost him when he was swimming towards the boat. Then I immediately ran to the stern of the boat, buttoned down my drag, and started ripping. Finally got him in. The fight finally got him in, and we first thought it was a white sea bass and then realized it was a striper. We all screamed like little girls. Yeah. Yeah, you did. Bam. 15 minutes, my buddy Sambo got a 5-pounder. Dang, nice. What a crazy night. We went out the next night thinking that we could recreate the same thing, but nothing.
Damn, that's
He
awesome.
says, we did get a few decent calicos off the wall. My buddy got his PB 8.2 pounder. Dang. We got to make a night trip to this wall. When am I going to get an invite, Sambo? 8.2 pounder, and Kai caught a 6 pounder. Mine was honorable mention at 5.5 pounder. Dang. But yeah, when that's an honorable mention, that's a nice fish right there.
Yeah.
We'll be listening tomorrow night on the water. Let's go, Sammy.
Let's go. Dude, that's awesome.
Let's go. Sorry, Chet. Let's
Holy
go, Chet.
smokes.
Look at these fish. 8.2 pounder on the scale. There it is. That is a big calico. That is a big. What's your PB calico, Rowan? You got an 8-pounder?
They got like a 20-incher.
Nice. So similar to Jake's.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't do a ton of calico, but I have never gotten over 8 pounds is my highest. I caught one at 8 pounds, I think, with salted dangler once.
Jeez.
Okay, next up. Boom, here we go. Mr. 80-inch bag himself. Cash says,
Nice.
last weekend I got a 17-inch spotty 3 days in a row. I think the amazing thing is, Cash, that you're out there fishing 3 days in a row. That is incredible. 3 days in a not Spotty Bowl is just like his side fish. You know, he's always fishing. 3 days in a row, he got a 17-incher. Brett, you better watch out. If he's out there 3 days a week hunting, you better get a pre-fish in, Brett. Friday, I got it all at San Pedro on the 1/4 ounce red crab hookup bait. On Saturday, I got one at Newport on the 1/8 hookup bait anchovy, and on Sunday, I got the last one on a brown and silver 1/4 ounce hookup bait. They all put up a killer fight, and even got to watch the first one eat it. I love that when you like.
Oh, that's cool.
I was in Sword Division last, and when you go past that riprap rock, you know, when you're reeling in from shore and you see that fish come out of that hole and come up and nail it, and you get to see the whole thing go down. That's pretty cool. I know that's pretty cool, gosh. I caught the fish doing the trout retrieve with the hookup baits. And I asked him, what is a trout retrieve? And he said, Chad had a whole video on it, but basically you cast it and I think you retrieve it and you bounce it off the bottom like you would a bait. It creates a fluttering. So here's some pictures from Cash. Boom, 17-incher right there. You know, I've noticed all the big ones here have like this like Dalmatian kind of spot on their backs. There he is getting on the hub. Look at how slimy that guy is. Dang. Look at the size of that one.
Oh,
Cash, you got to start weighing it.
Fat, dude. Holy.
Jeez.
Dang.
That thing's got a gut.
Yeah. It's not even
Another
it's in the
17.
hole.
There's that spot. Okay, and this weekend I was out cruising around, and I just want to let Roman know that SeaWorld has a promotion right now. If you're heading down.
Oh, hey guys, I don't know what happened. We seem to have lost connection with Brian for a little bit. We'll see if we can get him back on. Team Orca, by the way. Hashtag Team Orca. All right, bring it back, Brian. See if he's back. See if he's ready to come back. What up, Brian?
Anyway, what's up, dude? There's Frank and Roman right there having a good time. I've never seen somebody laugh so hard in my life.
Hold on.
This weekend was, let's just say I went through a couple swim baits over the last 2 weeks, so I got my job ahead of me to mend all this stuff.
Oh,
and
wow.
guess what? How was your 4th of July?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Oh, my God.
I went down to my favorite place in the world, which is Mission Bay. And if you guys don't know where this is at, that is actually Sail Bay.
Is that a real picture?
I went down there to see what's going on.
Is that a real picture from
That
actually
is a
this?
real picture.
No way. That's so crowded.
This is the backside of, is it the Catamaran Hotel right
Yeah,
there?
yeah, like Sail Bay.
The
Yeah.
backside of Sail Bay on 4th of July.
Holy,
went down there.
dude.
Me and Leonard went down there together. Leonard, I don't know why Leonard was bringing binoculars, but Leonard was down there on the seawall.
You don't even need binoculars. Jeez.
Peter 86 was out there in the water, waist deep. I don't know what's going on, but it was a crazy day. Let's just say a lot going on out there. And I just want to give this perspective. Over here, look to the right. You can see, if you don't look to the left, but look to the right, you can see that it's right in the middle of Sail Bay. Like Sail Bay is right over there. There's all those hotels over there. So crazy day.
We should have used this shot of the thumbnail, the shot of the bay as a thumbnail.
And my 4th of July was good. I went down into a barbecue. I got to see some fireworks from a friend's house in Santee from their backyard. It was right there. So I hope everybody had a great Independence Day. And with that, we are moving on, Roman, to wait a minute. Hello?
Yes. Okay. It's time for Spotty Bowl Biggins.
If you guys have hung out this long, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And now you guys are going to get to see these 80-inch bags and all these huge biggins caught this weekend. All right, here we go. First up, bam, Jose Sandoval coming in with 15, 15.25, 15.25. There's some nice fish right there. Not sporting the Crocs, though. Sporting some Converse, which that's style, you know. That's a good style right there. But nice fish right there, Jose. Moving you on to the next round. Larry E with a 15.75, 15.5, 16. Congratulations. Looks like we're always looking for the secrets here. He's got his crankbaits out. So crankbaits were working for Larry. Looking good. There it is. Fishing croc. See?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, Lem Cruz, 15, 15, 15.75. Also giving you guys some hints. Cool looking crankbait right there. That's like one of those foil wrapped ones. That's pretty cool. Chad over at Hookup Baits, 79-inch bag. Geez, Chad, it's crazy when you got to get 8-inch bag anymore to win. You got a 15.25, 15.25, 15.5. And look at that fish, 17.5 in a tournament. Wow.
So big.
Holy mackerel, Chad. 17.5. That's that fish up here in the left corner. My guess is he got him on Hookup Baits.
Dude,
Cash coming in with that 80.25 bag. Got himself the 17-inch kicker, too. And 2 16s and a 15.5, 15.5. All on the hub. Great pictures, Cash. Great pictures. Nice set of big ones, all of those. Next up, Brian likes to fish. 16.25, 16.25, 16.25, 15.75, 15.7. Couldn't find my 17-incher. I was left out of the club, Roman.
Wow.
No 17 for this guy.
Still pretty
But there you go.
incredible.
Fishy's hand award, by the way. If anybody wants to make a plaque for Fishy's hand, you know, it's between me and Chad. Maybe Dale Shaw is pretty fishy hand too. He's in the
Oh,
running.
Chet's in there.
But
Let's
there
on
you
the
go.
boat. Let's go. What up, Chet? Awesome.
Chet, you're listening? What's up? Did you catch anything tonight, Chet? How's the bite? And finally, a huge bag caught by Brett Wilson. Bam, 17, 16, 15, 7, 5, 15, 5. Wow, double 17s up there on top.
Jeez.
I like it when the fish just lays there, you know. Look at that. You know, it's huge because look at the side, the bump board. It's wall to wall, wall to wall. Brett, do you ever weigh these fish? That's right there. That fish right there. I'm gonna say it's maybe just about 3 pounds. 2.9, 3.1, somewhere in between that. That's a big guy right there. And biggest fish of the tournament this weekend, Chad, hookup baits, 17.5. Wow, what a fish. Yeah, and you think that would throw you into the winnings with the 17.5, but man, I guess you got to break 80 inches anymore. And with that, I'm going to exit my screen share, Roman.
That's so crazy.
Isn't it? What is going on in this world where
Wild.
80 inches is like,
Wild.
you lose with an 80-inch bag.
Right?
What's going on in this place right here?
All right.
Dang, Brett. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. All right, guys. So I hope to see you guys. Me and Roman will be emceeing the event down at the award ceremony. So I hope to see you guys down there. Remember, we're going to be in a lot of sun, so bring a hat. I don't know if we can put easy ups up down there. We're definitely going to have some where we're doing the announcements and stuff, but be prepared to be in some sun. I'd recommend bringing a chair just in case. We'll have some there, but if, 200 or 300 people show up, I don't know how many people are going to show up. You might want to bring something to sit on. And with that, Roman, I'm going to try by July 20th to become the 6-time champion, Roman. I'm coming out. I'm going to go swinging. I got eliminated. Brett, Cash, good job up there. It's going to be fun to see you guys battle. Good job to everybody who won their rounds, and we're on to championships only.
Crazy.
Really looking forward to presenting all these belts on July 20th. And with that, this weekend, I'm going to go ahead and party, Roman.
Let's go.
It's my last one of the year.
Oh, wow. That's true.
This is it. So
Let's go full screen on this.
Ooh. I'm going to be out there snagging grass, catching bass. Let's go, champions, this weekend, next weekend. Let's go. I'll see you guys in the water.
Awesome. Taking Brian out with a round of applause from the live studio audience. Thanks, Brian. That was awesome. The last shotgun of the season. And just like that, we're down to the final round. It's wild. July 20th. Be there. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a blast. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to everybody that participated in Spotty Bowl. Guys, you got to show up for the payoff, guys. It's going to be amazing. And yeah, it frees us up to do more events for the rest of the year. So we'll see what events we can get going. If you have an idea for an event we could do as a group, as a club, hit us up. Either message me on Discord or Instagram, and we're open to ideas. Especially if you want to go through and do the actual setup, we'll promote it. We'll get it together. We're not trying to make money here, guys. We're trying to make more fishing opportunities, more reasons to get out there and slay fish. So again, if you have any ideas, hit me up and we'll figure something out. But yeah, remember next week. Before next week, send to Brian your top baits. Okay, top 3 baits that you use during Spotty Bowl. If your top 3 baits are one bait, just send 3 of the same baits. But try to send your top baits to Brian, because this is kind of like one of the best parts of finishing the season in Spotty Bowl is you get to see all the baits that work from everybody that fished it. That's a lot of experience. That's a lot of fishing hours consolidated down into one episode of the show, where you get to see the prime baits that have been worked, that have been proven to be working the whole season. Okay, so I'll see you guys back here tomorrow on Wednesday, next Wednesday, for another episode of Fishy Hour. Yeah, but until then, may the bite be with you. Later, guys. Have a good night. Oh yeah, woo! Oh my gosh, 36